Welcome all to Kinematics class 9, and this will discuss about motion under gravity. So if an object is on the surface of earth or near to the surface of earth, then we know that gravity will exert or earth will exert some force on that object. That force is known as nothing but the weight of an object. So we know the value of that force is equal to mg. So we can say that if we are calculating the value of acceleration by using that equation, force divided by mass, so you can write that acceleration will be equal to acceleration due to gravity. So if an object is moving near to the surface of earth, we can assume that it is moving with a constant acceleration, and the direction of this acceleration is actually toward the center of earth. But when we are observing, we feel that it is in vertically downward direction. So for the calculation purpose, we will take it as in vertically downward direction, and the value of this acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, and for calculation purpose we will approximately take it as nothing but 10 meter per second square. Just remember these basic points. When an object is moving only under the influence of gravitational force exerted by the earth, it will move with an acceleration known as acceleration due to gravity, represented by small letter g. The magnitude of acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square near to the surface of earth. For calculation purpose, we can take it as nothing but 10 meter per second square. The direction of acceleration due to gravity is towards the center of earth. For calculation purpose, we will take it as vertically downward direction. So irrespective of whether the object is moving in upward or downward direction, the direction of acceleration due to gravity will be always in downward. Means if the object is moving with some velocity v in upward direction, still the acceleration due to gravity is acting in downward, or if the object is moving in downward direction, still the acceleration due to gravity is acting in downward direction. So always we'll take the direction of acceleration due to gravity is vertically downward. Now let's see how we'll solve the questions related to motion under gravity. So first case, we are considering if an object is projected vertically upward. So just consider that an object is projected from here with a velocity, let's say if I am just considering velocity as 50 meter per second, and assume that its acceleration due to gravity is nothing but 10 meter per second square in downward direction. That means its velocity is going to change by a factor 10 in every second. So let's say at t is equal to 0, particle velocity was 50. Now when time is equal to 1 second, its velocity is going to decrease by 10. So its velocity in upward direction becomes equal to 40 meter per second. Again, after a time of 1 more second, we can say its velocity becomes equal to 30. 1 more second, it becomes equal to 20. 1 more second, it becomes equal to 10, and in the 1 more second, its velocity becomes equal to 0. Then what will happen? This object will start going to move in downward direction. So here velocity will change from 10 to 0 to 10 in the next second, then 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, and 30 to 40, and 40 to 50, like that. So if it is projected with the velocity 50 in upward direction, it is going to hit the ground again with the same velocity 50. And we can observe that the time taken by the particle to move in upward direction will be equal to the time taken by the particle to move in downward direction. So, or we'll use the word that time of ascent is equal to nothing but time of descent. So if an object is projected in upward direction with an initial velocity, let's say it is represented by u, and our aim is to find out the things like what about the value of maximum height reached by the particle, and what about the value of time taken to reach the maximum height, etc. So let's see how we'll calculate it. First, we are going to calculate the time taken to reach the maximum height. So over here, whenever we are solving question related to motion under gravity, first we have to fix one particular direction as positive and other direction as negative. So over here I am going to fix the upward direction as positive and downward direction as negative. Now we have to write the given information. Like the initial velocity is nothing but u, and it is in upward direction, so we can take it as positive. And when it reaches the maximum height, its velocity is going to be equal to 0. And acceleration is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, which is acting in downward direction, so we have to take it as nothing but minus g. Now our aim is to find out the value of time taken to reach the maximum height. So we can use that equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. Final velocity is 0, initial velocity is u, acceleration is minus g, and time is t. So you can write u is equal to nothing but gt, or you can write the value of t is equal to u divided by g. This will be the value of time taken to reach the maximum height. Next one, we'll discuss how to find out the value of time of flight. Time of flight means nothing but the total time taken by the particle to reach the ground. So if it is projected with a velocity u, we just calculated it as time taken to reach the maximum height, that we can call it as nothing but time of ascent. That was nothing but u divided by g, and we know that time of ascent will be equal to time of descent. So that will also can be written as nothing but ug divided by g. So you can write the value of its total time or time taken to reach the ground will be equal to time of ascent plus time of descent, that we can take it as 2u divided by g. So we'll use this equation for the calculation of total time of flight. Next part, we'll discuss how to find out the maximum height reached by the particle. So if a particle is projected in upward direction with a velocity u, and we know that at the maximum height its velocity v is going to be 0, and Rm is to find out what about the value of this maximum height over here. So you can write the non-parameters. U, we know that it is equal to u and it is in upward direction. Acceleration is minus g because it is in downward direction. Displacement is h and that is in upward direction. And Rm is to find out what about the value of its h over here. So you can use that equation, v square minus u square is equal to nothing but 2 into a into s. Over here at the maximum height its velocity is equal to 0. So you can write v square is 0, u square is equal to 2 into minus of g into h. So you can write the value of h is equal to u square divided by 2g. So we'll use this equation for the calculation of maximum height. Now discuss the things related to an object dropped from a particular height. So if an object is dropped from a particular height, let's say that is equal to nothing but h. So in question they may ask to find out what about the value of time taken to reach the ground, or what about the velocity with which it is going to hit the ground, etc. So first we'll discuss how to find out the value of time taken to reach the ground. As it is dropped, its initial velocity is equal to 0, and distance traveled we can take it as nothing but h in downward direction, so we can take it as minus h, and acceleration is acceleration due to gravity, that is also in downward direction, so we can take it as minus g. And Rm is to find out what about the value of time taken to reach the ground. So we can use that equation, s is equal to ut plus half a t square. So s is nothing but minus of h, initial velocity is 0, acceleration is minus g, and time is take it as t. So you can write 2h divided by g under root will be the value of time taken to reach the ground. Now we'll discuss how to find out the value of velocity with which particle reach the ground. So we can write again the initial velocity is equal to 0, acceleration is minus g as it is in vertically downward direction, displacement is nothing but minus h as it is in downward direction. Our aim is to find out what about the velocity with which it is going to hit the ground. So we can use that equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Final velocity Rm is to find out the value for it. Initial velocity 0 is equal to 2 into minus of g into minus of h. So you can write the value of v square is equal to 2gh, or v is equal to under root of 2 into g into h. This is the velocity with which it is going to hit the ground.